Airbnb investing sounds amazing on paper. Buy a place, throw it on a platform, and watch the nightly bookings roll in. But here's the honest truth I see over and over with first-time buyers. 3 predictable mistakes eat their profits, their time, and their sanity. My goal in this video is to keep that from happening to you. I'm going to slow this way down, give you examples you can visualize, run through real-world math, and show you how to invest smarter. And as we walk through this, I want you to keep a single question in the back of your mind. Even if the numbers pencil, do you actually want another job? Because running an STR is hospitality. Hospitality is work. If you want the returns without the job, that's where I come in. Let's start with the big one. Mistake number 1 is buying based on emotion instead of numbers. Here's how it plays out. You walk into a cute Scottsdale ranch with a sparkling pool, great light, and a gorgeous backyard. In your head, you see the photos, the 5-star reviews, the bachelor parties by the grill. You're already picking out furniture on Pinterest. I get it. I've been in hundreds of these. But the asset doesn't care how cute it is. The asset only cares about revenue, occupancy, and expenses. So let's strip the emotion out and run a reality check. Imagine it's a 3-bed, 2-bath in South Scottsdale. You pull AirDNA and see an average daily rate of $275 and 58% occupancy. Looks amazing. You multiply 275 by 30 nights and think, boom, $8,250 a month gross in high season. But averages hide the spread. That ADR includes peak weekends, events, and homes with hot tubs, arcade rooms, and designer staging. It also includes properties with 300+ reviews and Superhost Trust. If you're brand new with 0 reviews, your first 90 days will not perform like the average. Platforms throttle new listings until they see guest satisfaction. And Phoenix is seasonal. Spring training and shoulder months pop. Summers can be a grind, and AC eats your margins. Let's stress test that same house using conservative inputs. Say your realistic ADR out of the gate is $225, not $275, because you're new and still climbing the review ladder. Say occupancy is 48% annualized, not 58%, because your pricing, photos, and reviews are unproven. Take $225 times 30 nights times 0.48, and you're at roughly $3,240 a month average across the year. Winters might be $5,500, summer months might be $1,800. That average will humble you. Now layer in the rest. Mortgage and taxes on a $750,000 purchase with 20% down at today's type of rates, you're easily north of $3,800 a month, all in before operations. Then add utilities, pool service, landscaping, internet, pest control, consumables, cleaning, and platform fees. That, I feel like, it'll book optimism starts to wobble. The cure is simple. Do the math before the mood board. Build 3 revenue cases, conservative, base, and best, and demand that the deal works on the conservative one. If it only works on the best case, it doesn't work. I'll give you a real story I see often. An investor falls in love with a place near Old Town. It photographs beautifully, and they picture crushing weekends. They underwrite with rosy numbers, buy, furnish, launch, and then hit an unexpected lull after spring. Nights go vacant, reviews are slow, they panic and start discounting. Revenues drop, but labor doesn't. Suddenly, that dream house is part-time job. If we had looked at the conservative case up front, 2 things would have happened. Either we'd pass on that house and save the heartache, or we'd buy it with a plan. Amenities and staging, not just the ADR. A professional pricing strategy and management built in from day one, so it's a business, not a hobby. Quick gut check questions to kill emotion and force the math. If the platform gave me 20% fewer impressions than I expected, does this still work? If summer ADRs land 50% lower than last year, does this still work? If I need to replace a chilled AC compressor in July, do I have the reserves? If I can't answer yes to those, I don't buy, or I pivot to midterm rentals where seasonality and nightly churn matter a lot less. Okay, mistake number 2 is underestimating expenses. Not just missing a line item or 2, flat out underestimating the real cost of running hospitality. I'm going to walk you through a list slowly and give you Phoenix-specific nuances so that there are no surprises. Fixed or mostly fixed expenses, mortgage, principal, and interest, property taxes, insurance, HOA dues if property has them. If it's an STR, confirm you have the right policy type. Many owners try to carry a basic landlord policy and discover at claim time that their use is excluded. Don't be that story. Now, operations, utilities. Electric is the big one. In Phoenix, summer AC easily runs $300 to $450 a month for a family-sized home. Guests don't pay the bill, so they set the thermostat to Arctic. Add water, trash, and gas if applicable. Internet, don't be cheap. Gig-capable plans reduce complaints and are worth the extra $20 a month. Pool service, budget $150 to $200 per month for weekly cleaning and chemicals. More if you add specialty treatments or have a salt system that needs new cells. Landscaping, even desert landscaping needs monthly care to avoid HOA violation letters. Budget $80 to $150. Pest control, Phoenix scorpions and summertime invaders are a thing. Set quarterly service and budget for it. Consumables, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, paper goods, coffee pots, tea, salt and pepper, olive oil, laundry pods, dish tabs. If you run 12 to 15 bookings a month, consumables alone can add $150 to $300 depending on a guest count and length of stay. Linens and towels, you need 2 to 3 full sets per bed plus backup. You will replace them more often than you think. Budget an annual linen refresh line, not a one and done cost. Cleaning. If your average turnover clean is 180 and you do 10 to 15 a month in a season, that's a real operating line. Yes, you can pass some of it to the guests, but guests are increasingly price sensitive to cleaning fees. You may eat part of that to compete. Deep cleans and spring refreshes are extra. Repairs and small caps, broken blinds, loose chairs, clogged disposal, dinged walls, stained rugs. Build a monthly reserve, 5 to 8% of gross for maintenance and minor capex. You'll thank yourself on the day a dryer dies and you don't have to put it on your credit card. Now let's talk platform and payment fees. Airbnb host fee may be smaller, but merchant processing, chargebacks, and payout timing all impact cash flow. If you move to a direct booking site, you'll pay for your PMS and payment gateway. Dynamic pricing software like Price Labs or Beyond is a tool, not a luxury. Budget for it and use it daily. Compliance and taxes, licensing, local lodging or transient occupancy tax where applicable, and potential transaction privilege tax handling. Don't wing this. Build it into your pro forma and set aside a percentage of gross receipts so you're not scrambling. Insurance, again, but on liability this time. If you run amenities like a trampoline, slide, or fire pit, adjust your coverage. When people say Airbnb covers me, they're talking about a program with exclusions. You own the risk. Insure to it. Now, the sneaky expense people never price, time. If you're the one fielding the 10:49 p.m., we can't find the extra towels text, you're paying in time. If you're the one arguing with a guest over a late checkout, you're paying in time. If you're the one relisting the same lost remote 3 times, you're paying in time. Time has a cost, especially if you already have a job, a family, and a life you care about. If you want this to stay an investment and not a job, build management into the underwriting. If you squeeze the numbers by assuming free labor from yourself, you didn't make the deal matter. You made your life smaller. Let me tie this to Phoenix realities with 2 quick mini cases. Case 1, a Chandler 4-bed with a pool. Owner thought utilities would be like our house. The summer SRP bills were $420 to $520. Chemicals spiked after monsoon dust storms. They hadn't budgeted for quarterly window cleanings to remove hard water spots on sliders. It all adds up. Case 2, a Mesa townhome with a small yard. Owner skipped pest control to save. First scorpion sighting in the guest bathroom and a panicked 1 a.m. message later, they were on a quarterly plan. Be proactive. Budget for the environment you are in. Mistake number 3 is believing Airbnb is passive. I'm going to lay out a month in the life so you can see why passive isn't the right word unless you have a professional running the machine. Week 1, you've got 3 sets of guests. One arrives at 10 p.m. and can't figure out the smart locks because the code is off by a digit. You troubleshoot on the app. Another message at 6:30 a.m. asking where the measuring cups are. A third wants an early check-in because their flight moved up. You negotiate with the cleaning team to turn the house 2 hours faster. They agree, but it costs you a rush fee. Week 2, the platform pings you for an ID verification hiccup on a same-day booking. You scramble to confirm it's legit without violating fair housing or platform rules. At 11:15 p.m., a neighbor texts you about noise from the patio. Your noise monitor shows a spike. You send a gentle message and the volume drops. But you don't get great sleep. Week 3, the AC filter needs replacing. You add it to your cleaner's checklist. A guest asked to host a small dinner which on Instagram becomes 30 people. You catch it early by reading between the lines and setting expectations. Then you restage the listing because a competitor around the corner updated their photos and your click-through rate dropped 1.5%. You tweak your thumbnail text and push a limited time promotion to recapture browse traffic. Week 4, a rug gets ruined by red wine. You document, claim, and replace. A guest leaves a 4-star review because we wish checkout were noon. You reply professionally to protect your future booking rate. Your dynamic pricing shows shoulder season softness. You shift minimum stays and run a last-minute discount to fill gaps by protecting weekends. That's just 1 month. Inside that are 100 small decisions: pricing, positioning, messaging, vendor coordination, inventory control, review management, platform compliance. If you enjoy that, awesome, own it. Build systems and go. If you heard that and thought that sounds like work, it's because it is. It's a hospitality business, and that's why my clients hire me to get the returns without the role. Let me show you the better way so you can choose the right lane. First, some properties simply aren't great STRs, but can be excellent midterm rentals. If nightly churn, summer softness, and HOA neighbor dynamics make you nervous, we can pivot to 30 to 60-day furnished stays for traveling nurses, corporate assignees, insurance placements, and relocating families. The cleaning knocks down to monthly, utilities are more predictable, reviews matter less than relationships, and you're not living inside a 3-day booking cycle. Second, if your property truly is an STR winner, amazing. Run it like a real business from day one. That means tech plus team. I use OwnerRez as the PMS for clean channel management and owner statements, Price Labs for daily revenue optimization, Turno to keep cleaners aligned with the booking calendar, smart locks like Schlag and Code for secure code-based access, and a vetted roster of local vendors. It also means policies, playbooks, and guardrails, house rules that protect the home, guest screening within platform rules, restock lists so the home never runs out of basics, and proactive communication so guests feel taken care of before they even ask. Let's talk about the objections I always hear. But management fees cut into my profit. Correct, fees are an expense. But ask the better question. What nets more and costs less of your life? A well-managed listing with higher average nightly rates, better occupancy, lower damages, and no midnight texts will often net more than a self-managed listing run on set and forget. We routinely see the difference in revenue management pay for the fee, and then some, before you ever price the value of your time. And if the only way a deal pencils is by assuming you'll work for free forever, it isn't a deal. Change the property, the model, or the plan. Let's slow down and consolidate everything with a quick playbook you can reuse. Step 1, decide your model based on the neighborhood and be honest about regulations, HOA culture, and neighborhood tolerance. If you're in a place that loves families and hates party noise, don't force an STR. Run an MTR and sleep at night. Step 2, underwrite with conservative revenue and realistic line item expenses. Build 3 cases, conservative, base, and best. Demand the deal works on conservative after management. Step 3, decide whether you want the job. If not, bake management into the numbers and stay a true investor. Step 4, if it's an STR, design for the thumbnail as much as the stay. Add 1 to 2 punchy amenities that photograph and sell. Fire feature, game wall, backyard vignette, and keep the rest durable and clean. If it's an MTR, design for long stay comfort and work. Blackout curtains, real desk, ergonomic chairs, storage, fully stocked kitchens. Step 5, launch with a plan. Professional photos, compelling cover text, a short, clear description that mirrors your thumbnail promise, fair housing rules, dynamic pricing live from day one, and clear messaging templates. Step 6, review, iterate, protect. Watch click-through rates, conversion, and review language. If guests keep mentioning comfortable beds, amplify that in your description. If they keep asking where the coffee pods are, move them and label them. If neighbor texts you at 11 p.m. twice in a month, install a noise sensor and tighten your quiet hour messaging. If you've watched this far, you're serious about doing this the right way. Here's how I can help. If you're running numbers on a property right now and you want a second set of eyes on your conservative base best cases, text me and I'll sanity check it with you. If you already own, tired of the late night messages and constant turnover, text me and I'll take the operations off your plate so you can enjoy the return without the roll. And if you're realizing your property might be better as a midterm rental and you want help pivoting, pricing, furnishing gaps, platform placement, tenant pipeline. I'll map that out with you and manage it end to end. 2 simple ways to get something useful right now. If you want my STR expense plus operations checklist so you don't miss a line item, comment checklist and I'll get that to you. If you want my MTR setup starter, what to buy, what to skip, where to list, comment MTR and I'll send that to you. If you'd rather keep it private, just text me and tell me which one you want. My number is in the description. I'll leave you with this. The 3 mistakes: buying with emotion, underestimating expenses, believing it's passive, are fixable. You fix them with math, with planning, and with support. The bigger question is the one we started out with. Do you want another job? If the answer is no, but you still want the income, then let's be partners in this. You own the asset, I run the business, you get your time back. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series. I'm breaking down exactly who rents midterm rentals in Phoenix and how to reach them, plus a deep dive on analyzing deals step by step. And if you're ready to move now, text me at 602-571-3325. I help investors buy, set up, and manage profitable STRs and MTRs across Phoenix so you can get the returns without the stress.